Good morning. All right. So, I'm at Stay-AT-Swatara in Jonestown, Pennsylvania, I believe. It's a pretty good hostel. For $20, you could stay in their Red Cross tent, or you could pay $10 and set up in their grass. It was raining, and I said, you know what, that cot looked comfy, and between like the resupply, because the options for resupply was their shed, and that's the best option. Is either hitching or taking an Uber or a shuttle into town. Would have been like, well, hitching's free, but the other options were like $20 to get to town, then $20 to get back. That was 40 right there. So I just dropped $45 on a resupply here, and your stay comes with a shower, and laundry's $5. So I'm refreshed, recharged. It is 7:15. I know, it's crazy, right? The other guys woke me up, and I said, the hell, I'm getting hiking. It's cool. I stayed here with the guy who wrote Grandma Gatewood's Walk. His trail name is Nephew, and it's Grandma Gatewood's nephew. And that's actually one of my favorite AT books. I've read a lot of them. Some of them get a little boring. Like there's one that's real famous that I really couldn't even get through. But actually, Early Riser Watches sent me a link to his audiobook, and I am going to give that a listen to when I get a chance. So get ready for a little review on that one. But yeah, thank you, Early Riser. I appreciate that. Give me something to listen to. I'm trying to finish my current book, but I'll give you a quick little tour of this place, and we'll get moving here. So I don't know if the tap water is safe to drink, so we were just filtering. They have several springs that we just filtered from. They have a hiker box. Nothing's really in it. Everything is all honor system here, cash or Venmo. And let me zoom out. The bathroom here. Really hot shower. Great shower. Just real simple. Toilet. Laundry, self-serve, towels. It's like one of these like shower pod things. It's pretty cool. Like, gives me ideas on what I want to do if I want to go off grid. But there's several springs. We just filtered. Like I said, we don't know if the tap water was safe to drink, so if you're just coming through, there's a charging station on the porch. There's me. A nice outdoor area. They have those pizza cookers, and some picnic tables. And everything is self-serving here. Everything basically is $1 more than you'll find it in the store. They were lacking in some protein, but I got a new hand sanitizer, a leave, and then I made the resupply work. Yeah, it's cool. All honor system. You just Venmo. Before I forget, you have to make a reservation through their online system. That's their preferred way, and then everything else is honor. All right, and then they have the tent here. It's real basic. It was pretty comfy. And that's the tent there. There's some hiker trash there. But yeah, nice look back here. It was a great hostel. We're checking out. We're chilling, saying hi. And yeah. But either way, it's time to start hiking before 9 a.m. That's all I could think of to report on. We're just gonna hike on. We'll check out the 501 shelter, because it's gonna get knocked down, so I got to see it. And that's all I could think of. Today's gonna be a great day. Beautiful day today, finally. I'm excited to hike. I have 3 days to make miles before it starts raining again. Oh yeah, one last thing. Stay-AT-Swatara does not have Wi-Fi, but the internet is really good. So, like, cell phone service is really good. So, yeah. FYI. So you guys can pause and read if you'd like. This is really, really cool history here. And it's an old lock. Isn't that something? Wow. Amazing. What? Nowadays, like, all this heavy machinery and everything takes forever to build. These guys did this with mules and shovels, you know? Man, that's something. Wow. No way in hell I'm going over there, but that's a cave. Weird and creepy. All right, going up. This is a climb here. Before I started listening to all the holy texts, I was going through Libby, and Noam Chomsky came up, and I said, you know what? He's always been on my to-read list, so I figured I'd start listening. And you know, Noam Chomsky and Karl Marx and all the other philosophers, if you want to call them that bitch and whine about wealth, inequality, and this and that. One, I kind of low-key think they're all losers. Two, they're all capitalists. They all made a fortune selling books, and you know, and then three, you could their books are an attack on like the wealthy, and they talk about like why the poor are poor and the rich are rich and this and that. But as I listen to their books or read their books, especially Karl Marx, you could use it as a tool to stay poor and be miserable, or you could use it as a tool to learn how to become rich. Because all these guys, they spell out to a T how the rich get rich. And if you just listen to what they're saying, you could use their books as a way to make a lot of money. And yeah. So yeah, thank you, Chomsky and Marx, for helping me learn how to not be poor. But I don't know, they do make a lot of sense about, you know, what's going on in the country. And Chomsky especially, I like how he takes things from our history. So Karl Marx, he's a long time ago. You know, the world Karl Marx lived in isn't the world that we live in anymore, really. But Chomsky, he's still alive. He's like 96, and he takes like history that's relevant to us, and he tries to help you realize, hey, this is why your life is the way it is right now. Like, just the way like CEOs turned, you know, 4-day work weeks into 5-day work weeks, and how 9 to 5 became a thing. So he really like spells it out, like why we are in the way we are right now. But he also says stuff like he gives a lot of like business advice without realizing it. Like it was like the Ford guy, like your employees should be your biggest customers. And at Walmart, I noticed their employees are always shopping for themselves after they get off work. And I don't know, so yeah, they're good tools to learn how to be poor, miserable, and blame everybody else for your problems, or they're a good tool to learn how to join the rich. So I don't know, because one of my things, like working at country clubs, I realized you're not born knowing how to be rich. Anyone can be born with money. You need to learn how to be rich. That's how you can distinguish new wealth from old wealth. New wealth is just throwing it away, you know, and old wealth, they won't spend a penny, literally will not. They will wait for their penny back at the convenience store. Just the way rich people talk and act and interact with each other, and it's something that has to be learned. You won't be able to take me and throw me into a country club, a private country club. It's not going to happen, because I wasn't polished and groomed on how to be a pinky out kind of guy, you know. So even when I was working in Seabright, I'd be in the room full of everyone. Now I love them all, don't get me wrong, but I'd be in the room full of the rich people, and I'd think, man, I'm so damn poor, like mentally and wallet wise. But anyway, Noam Chomsky and Karl Marx are definitely some worth reading. You know, even if you don't believe in socialism and communism and all that, like I don't believe in, I don't want to get too political on here, but that stuff doesn't work. But it's good to hear what they had to say about it too. You know, you don't want to get stuck in an echo chamber of conservatives, or Democrats, or leftists. You know. Rocksylvania. So nephew, the guy who wrote Grandma Gatewood's Walk, was at the hostel. And last night I said, well, now are you going to write your walk? Nephew's walk. And he said, no, this hike is just for him. He's not out here to work. I respect that. But I said, you know, everyone out here comes out, they're going to write a book. And he hit me with like something that I've been kind of thinking about. And he said, everyone wants to leave some kind of legacy. And he said, this trail will be the most amazing thing that a lot of people do. And it'll be the only amazing thing a lot of people do. And for a lot of people, this will just be the high point of their life. It's the highest point their life is ever going to go. And I thought, wow, yeah, you're right. It's crazy. This is so far the most amazing thing I've ever done in my life, but it sure as hell is not going to be the last amazing thing I've ever done with my life. Well, actually, this can't be I would say like my walk across country attempt and being in the news and USA Today and all that, I'd say that was an amazing thing, but this is amazing in just a different way. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. So I was thinking, shit, now I gotta write like 10 books, you know. just kidding. Now I will compile all my best parts of this into one documentary, but book writing, no, I don't think so. There are things I want to write that have more to do with philosophy and politics and theology. But as far as like my adventure out here on the trail, I don't think. Maybe I'll write about the philosophy of the trail, you know, like stuff I think about, you know, stuff. But as far as like being like AWOL or Grandma Gatewood or Wild by Cheryl Strayed about the PCT, yeah, I don't think I'll be writing a book like that. Well, who knows, you know? I don't know. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do today. I had a lot more thought to go with that last night, but Nephew's safety material was strong. Let me tell you, my brain was, I haven't felt that kind of safety materialness since I was a teenager. I don't know where he gets his safety material. That was some like hospital grade safety material. That was some hospice safety material right there. I don't know. My brain was going. The creative juices. I wanted to interview him, but I didn't have the courage. I'm a little disappointed in myself for that. And he goes like 25 a day, so I doubt I'll ever see him again, but that's all right. The interviews that are meant to be happen. Yeah. Well, I've officially reached Rocksylvania. It's cool. I love when I could jump boulder to boulder. Like, it's risky hiking, but it's so much fun. Reminds me of when I was a kid and we used to run along the rock wall, like the levee in Seabright, New Jersey. And it used to like boulder scramble. We used to try to see how fast we could go. I'm not doing that out here. I don't want to risk my hike, but yeah, this is fun. I love it. This is what I think of when I think of hiking. I've been trying to get a butterfly on camera for, I can't even tell you how long now. That 5 seconds was worth it. Hell yeah. All right. Well, I don't think I'm staying, but it's definitely, we got to check it out. I'm one of the, this is going to be the last class to see this shelter, so let's check it out. Oh. Oh. Man, I would have actually slept in this one. This is pretty sweet. Wow. Cool. Some books, some puzzles. History. Some stuff. Cool. Very cool. Well, I'm sad I can't stay because I only have 2 days of food. I have to make miles to get to Port Clinton, so. But it's cool to see AT history, you know? And they're gonna knock it down, so guess I'll never sleep in it. But anyway, RIP 501. The rocks have started. So, the Stay-AT-Swatara is your last stop before Rocksylvania. before Stay-AT-Swatara, I want to say from Maryland to here, it's like sporadic rock. But from Stay-AT-Swatara on, it's rock. Slowed me down a little bit, but also my foot hurts, so. PA is beautiful though. I'm surprised with how beautiful it is, because the hiking by me up in Shamokin is not beautiful. But it's the same state park. It's Weiser State Park, just the Roaring Creek side. A little bit of a view. Man, they're like, view. It's listed in far out and it's this. That's pretty cool. There's some kind of structure back there. Let's go look. Someone built themselves a little homestead back here. It's pretty cool. If I wasn't sure someone was living in it, I'm gonna keep moving on before they come home. Whew. 1,200 miles. Crazy. If we're going by last year's mileage, that means I have, last year's mileage was like 2193.4, I think. So that means I have 993 miles to go. Whew. We're in the countdown now, baby. We were going up, and now we're going down, down. Well, it's up, but you know, Katahdin is that way, right? Ooh, where is it? That way. But right now, I need to find a place to camp. All right. Found home. Home for the night. This is great. Definitely have to hang here. Yeah, this is nice. Nice. Let's see, cell phone service, even better. The fire ban is lifted as of today. We are good.